have to talk about Tyler Marsh, man. We have to talk about Tyler Marsh and this one, man, releasing a crazy statement. Alright, so here's this article right here, man, released talking about Chicago Sky coach sends strong Angel Reese message after loss to Indiana Fever.
Tyler Marsh, Tyler Moore, whoever he is, clearly woke up today and chose career self-destruction. Because whatever possessed him to say that about Angel Reese may have just booked him a one-way flight to Unemployment Island. This isn't mild backlash. This is viral chaos. Tweets are detonating, timelines are on fire, and Angel looks fully prepared to dunk his entire resume into oblivion. And the wild part? You genuinely will not believe what came out of his mouth. Somewhere right now, HR departments across the country just sat up straight and whispered, absolutely not. Buckle up, because this is the kind of drama you didn't know you needed, but you're about to see everywhere.
Chicago Sky, they need to fire Tyler Marsh. I have seen enough. Tyler Marsh, he's not the right coach for this job. He's not a head coach for this team, and he's not a good head coach for any team. Any team. Sometimes you can like know little things about plays and personnel and all this stuff, but that don't make you a head coach. He's not a good head coach. Yeah, he might be a good developing head coach. He's not a good head coach.
The Chicago Sky need to fire Tyler Moss. I've seen enough. Tyler Moore is not the right coach for this job. He's not a head coach for this team, and frankly, he's not a good head coach for any team. Knowing X's and O's, understanding personnel, or having development ideas doesn't automatically make you a head coach. Just doesn't. Leadership, game management, accountability, that's the job. And he's not delivering it. Maybe he can be a developmental assistant. Maybe he can help behind the scenes. But as a head coach, no. This team needs direction, authority, and clarity, and he's providing none of it. Enough is enough.
We want Camilla and Angel to be good at what they do already. We want to continue to highlight their strengths. We also want to continue to improve and figure out ways where they can score easily, or they can still be effective defensively. I think it's important to understand, though, that even though that they're kind of the cornerstones of this franchise, that championship teams are won 1 through 12. Everyone has a
Just when you thought the situation couldn't get messier than Tyler Marsh catching heat for daring to say anything within shouting distance of Angel Reese's name, now the entire coaching staff is sweating like they just got hit with a surprise pop quiz on live TV. And here's the uncomfortable part nobody wants to say out loud. Angel Reese not playing well on the court isn't just a headline anymore. It's starting to look like a full-on Titanic maneuver for the Chicago Sky season. As for Coach Teresa Weatherspoon, right now, it feels less like she's steering the ship and more like she's the orchestra playing while it sinks. The music's still going, the optics are being managed, but the water's already on the deck.
Okay, everybody, so Tyler Marsh, the coach of the Chicago Sky, has just been interviewed, and he was asked if anybody knew about the allegations or heard.
I see a lot of WNBA teams. Here's a player, here's a coach. There's no connection here. Chicago Sky, these players are getting intertwined and they're connected.
Let's talk about the Chicago Sky, a once proud WNBA franchise that now looks like it's stuck in a very public group project. One player didn't read the syllabus, another thinks shooting 3 for 15 is building character, and somehow everyone's still shocked when the grade comes back as an F. This team has gone from playoff caliber to looking like a live-action social experiment. How many turnovers can you commit before the scoreboard files an emotional distress complaint? The execution is sloppy, the identity is missing, and the vibes are somewhere between confused and catastrophic. What used to be a competitive basketball team now feels like a cautionary tale, one possession at a time.
Oh my God. You guys are so thirsty for a result. You guys have no answers. Your team stinks. And at the end of the day, I'm really sitting and thinking about it, right? And at the end of the day, the Chicago Sky management are the ones who said they are in win now mode. And everybody assumed they are building around one Angel Reese.
Now, let's not pretend Angel Reese is the only problem, but let's also not pretend she's not a problem. Her performance so far has been like trying to microwave a frozen steak. Technically possible, but deeply uncomfortable to watch and absolutely not how it's supposed to be done. She's putting up numbers that would only look impressive if someone whispered, "Yeah, but she played the whole game with her shoelaces tied together." Every night feels like a roulette wheel. Either it's a foul festival, a bricklaying convention, or the NBA Street Volume 2 version of hide and seek, except she's hiding from rebounds, and the points are desperately searching for a reason to exist. This isn't hate. It's not a vendetta. It's just reality catching up with the hype, possession by possession.
Tyler, to your right, when you talk about the inefficiency in the paint, Angel kept getting the ball down there off rebounds or passes, and it just seemed like it would get stripped or blocked. What did you see that was preventing her from getting in the flow of the offense today?
I think it was just some of them were just rushed. I mean, that was really it. I think it was just rushed, but I mean, Angel knows that we have confidence in her, just like Camilla, and any of our guards that penetrate into the paint and get looks at the rim. Like, we have constant belief and confidence in all of our players to be able to make those, and now it's just a matter of doing it. But yeah, it's not going to be often that we have a ton of nights like this.
And fast forward to Angel Reese now, and that clipboard is on life support while the Dream look like they've filed a restraining order. At this point, she's probably Googling how to pretend you got hacked mid-game, or is it legal to fake a sprained larynx to avoid post-game interviews? Because here's the rule they never put on the posters. If you don't win, you don't get a statue. You get your parking validated and a polite security escort to the exit. And right now, this year's postseason hopes look like they were written in invisible ink. The Sky are stacking losses like it's a clearance sale, and Teresa Weatherspoon is starting to resemble a substitute teacher who just walked into a classroom full of sugar-high toddlers armed with basketballs and deeply questionable judgment. You can almost hear her internal monologue during games. Was I wrong to leave broadcasting? Can I go back to being a legend and not a babysitter with a whistle? Because whatever this is, it's no longer basketball, it's survival mode with a shot clock.
Aside layups or not, throwing up bricks or not, she was more dominant last season. This season, she's like a bit of a shell of herself. She's capable of playing a lot better than what she has been these past few games. You think about Ariel Atkins and how she played last season before she came to the Sky. Even she has regressed. As individuals, they have talent. As a collective, that talent is not coming together for the betterment of the team. There is no chemistry. There's no offense. There's no defense. And as a coach, as a GM, as an owner, how do you let this continue to go on and not stop it? Like, stop the bleeding.
And Angel Reese was supposed to be the it girl. The future of the franchise, the cultural lightning rod who'd pull in fans, move merch, and maybe even sneak a few wins into the standings. Instead, she's turning into the queen of almost. Almost a rebound. Almost a fast break. Almost a respectable stat line. And eventually, those almosts start stacking up like unread terms and conditions on an app you immediately regret downloading. But here's where it gets juicier. Off the court, Reese's popularity is astronomical. She's a brand. A walking headline. She could sell sand in the desert and still walk away with a sneaker deal. And that's exactly what's giving Chicago a migraine. Because how do you bench or blame a player with over 1 million Instagram followers, a Nike contract, and a PR machine louder than the team's actual offense? If she plays like this, well, we've all seen the results. Spoiler alert, it's not pretty. It looks like someone left the WNBA fundamentals tape out in the sun too long, and now all that's left is a warped VHS of bloopers and bruised egos. And let's not forget the fans, because they're watching all of this unfold in real time, receipts in hand, wondering when potential officially expired and reality took its place.